Hey everybody. Okay. So I've been trying to get on I trying to contact some people about some podcasts that I had made arrangements for. So I'm hoping to get on there. And the reason why I'm working hard to get on there is of course to promote the the petitions, especially the petition that is about Richard's Article 15. Um, what can I say about this that I haven't already said? What can people ask me that that I haven't answered yet? These are the questions. Because look at the times that we're living in. One of the things that I want to make sure people understand is that we should not expect our military to be in lockstep. No. And that's why the study of the book of Numbers is so important. You can go to R.J. Rushdoony, Rousas John Rushdoony, the commentary on the book of Numbers. And that book really is like how to run a military, because Numbers is all about counting who is there, who is not there, who is able to stand in battle. That's what that's about. So, and how do you decide on going to war, which orders to obey? Because one thing that I've learned through this whole thing is I'm sure that Richard obeyed the order, but he's getting an Article 15 because he disobeyed an order. Was there a mix up? Was there confusion? I looked at the order. I know the truth. I know what happened from March until now, March 2020 until now. And I don't think that order is a good order. I don't think it's a lawful order. I don't think it's a just order. I don't think it is goes along with God's word. I don't think it I think it instigates criminal activity. I think it's discriminatory, and that's why, but that I don't think that order needed to be followed. But that's just me, and I'm just a mom out there to protect her son. Okay? And also, I have months and months and months, and also because I'm older, years of experience, that I can look at something, and hindsight is worth 2020, right? Or what is that saying? Hindsight is worth gold. But the fact is that Richard was not one to disobey orders. Okay, he went in with the best intentions. He was number one in basic training that requires following orders. He was number one in AIT that requires following instructions, following orders. He was the guidon bearer for the unit that requires being good at following orders. He was 3 PT score that has to do with following orders. He was a combat lifesaver that has to do with following orders. Um, what else can I say to you? He did not have a history of slacking. He did not have a history or a record of not following orders. He received 3 AAMs in his first 14 months because he performed the last AAM, which is the Army Achievement Medal, was on outstanding performance on his equipment. That requires following orders. Okay? So it wasn't like he was slack on following orders. So what happened on the morning of March 28th? Okay? Why did Richard go for a drive, and why did they absolutely want to destroy him? They wanted to waterboard him for leaving that morning on on a little drive by himself. Okay? By himself, just a drive. Not getting into any trouble. Okay? He didn't get any, no charges made. He didn't get into any trouble. He had a confrontation, but it wasn't any trouble. No charges. He didn't do anything. He warned them. I have it from the border guard because of going back and forth from Juarez. You seem to meet these people. And don't forget that we have been going back and forth. We have boots on the ground going back and forth looking for Richard, showing this picture and showing other pictures. And so you meet people. So I do know what happened on March 27th. I know they were coming in from the field. I know that Richard went and picked up a rifle that he had purchased. I know that it was day zero, cleaning equipment, everything. I know that at 9 o'clock at night, there was a 4-vehicle accident. And at the same time, David, I don't want to say his name. Sorry, Captain, gave an order to shelter in place. It was in a chaotic situation. It was thoughtless. It was in panic mode. And he gave that order. He did not give the order to the soldiers. He gave it to an SFC. That SFC then gave it further to the platoon sergeants. I don't know how long that was between 9 o'clock at night when the captain gave it to the SFC and when the SFC gave it to the platoon sergeants, and then when did the platoon sergeants finally give it to the soldiers? And did Richard get that order? Okay, because he didn't have a history of not following the order. Okay, he had one history of underage drinking. I'm sure he might have had others, but in written down, I shouldn't say I'm sure. He's a 20-year-old young man, underage drinking. So he had a Gomer for a incident where it was underage drinking, and that was used in January for this Article 15. Okay, so it was this drive, this disobeying battery commander's order, and this underage drinking on the counseling slip that I posted. It's right here. You can see it backwards. Maybe it'll flip it. But it says, Specialist Halliday on the 25th of January at around 00445, so 45 minutes after midnight, you were arrested on suspicion of intoxication while operating a motor vehicle. It was then realized that you were also underage. You had also failed a field sobriety test with a 0.04, which is above your allowable limit of 0.00 because of your age. You knew and understand that you were underage and it was illegal for you to consume alcohol until the age of 21 in the United States. This type of action is not tolerated and won't be accepted in the Army. Due to this incident, you will be recommended for a company grade Article 15 under the UCMJ. You will also receive a flag for underage drinking. Okay, so I read the whole thing to you. I've posted it up. It's everywhere. I've posted it up. You can read it for yourself. And so that's for a company grade. Well, for driving, he received a field grade Article 15. Now, I've been studying a lot of Article 15s, and They are not for a 0.04. And they are not for going for a drive. No. So, especially with this kind of history. This kind of history. Okay? When you have that kind of history, I should do it like this. When you have this kind of history, then, right. Yep. No, that's that kind of record, no. So, we will find out if we can challenge this Article 15 and if we can get it rescinded. Because I just don't understand why you can get a Gomer, why you can be flagged. They didn't give him a company grade Article 15 at the time. They gave him a Gomer, okay, which is a general order of reprimand, okay? So they gave him that, of course. And you know, the funny thing is they look straight in my eyes and say, for 0.04 underage drinking, we take that very seriously. And I'm like, okay. You take it so seriously that it's a soup sandwich. Mm-hmm. It is. That's why it's so serious. If it was really serious, you would make sure that you record everything properly. You would follow the rules, the regulations properly. And they didn't. If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. When you're sloppy, you've got to rescind. When you don't record, when you go out to waterboard a 20-year-old to destroy a waterless waterboard to destroy his life, his future, bring him down. That's just cruel and unusual, inhumane, what they did to him. So I don't know if I'm making a good argument tonight because of hearing about these two soldiers, SFC Frazier and Specialist Graham. I know accidents happen in the military, but when you can't trust things and you're just hoping that the reports are correct, especially because I heard about this yesterday right after it happened. I got his name, one of the names, Graham's name, early in the morning. So I was expecting it to happen, and it just weighs on you. It weighs on you. So I don't know if I'm doing a good job today with advocating for Richard. So I need your help. I really do need your help. When you look through that Article 15, you know that it was a hit job. Any thinking person knows, especially if you're military. You look through it. And what really gets me is not one, the lawyer, the generals, the command sergeant major, none of them have admitted that it was a hit job. None of them. They're so, it's like a cabal right now. It's like a criminal syndicate. No one can talk. They all have to talk to the boss. It's like a gang. No one has the freedom of speech. No one can say, oh yeah, that was really bad. That was a hit job. We need to look into that. We need to look into that lieutenant colonel that signed off on that. Yeah, they can't say that. So I really need your help. And that's why I wanted to come on, just to mention the two soldiers, and uh, condolences go out to their families. I don't know how to really relay my feelings, because I've been going through so much grieving from the beginning of this. Since the beginning of this, you know? Yeah. And I think it's really, really important to stay calm and stay upbeat to fight this lion. And so I read about the lion today on McGuffey's. I posted about it. And the lion's tooth is so big, you would mistake it for a, a tooth of an animal the size of an elephant, because it's so big. The tooth of a lion fits in your hand, is the size of your hand. And yet, King David, as a young man, killed a lion. It's not just Goliath. He killed a bear, he killed a lion, and he defeated Goliath. And so I was thinking about that today. And I think if you say, God is on my side, who can be against me? And so I'm trying to take my own medicine. And please, everybody, if you possibly can, if we can sign that petition and then get 9 more people to sign it, if everybody on Team Find Richard Halliday, there is 2,400 plus Team Find Richard Hallidays. If everybody would sign it and get 9 more people, that would give us over 24,000 signatures. That would defeat Goliath. That would defeat a lion. That would defeat a bear. And so that's what I'm asking you to do. If you can sign that petition to get this investigation going, to get this battle going, so we can defeat, because the whole army right now needs to be reconstructed. It needs to be restructured. It really does. It's been used and abused. And I'm not saying it needs to be done away with, but it's been used for bad purposes for a long time, and it's coming back to haunt us. And so the only way that we can restructure it, reconstruct it, is to meet it head on. To meet it head on. And I'm going to tell you, I've had so many people say to me, "You're incoherent. You need to get a lawyer. You need to get a lawyer." Well, you know what? I've seen a lot of lawyers working lately, and they haven't been too successful. I don't know. I don't think I need to get a lawyer at this point. I have a couple. I'm trying to raise money because it's very expensive. I'm trying to raise money. I have some money. I can start it right now. I can start it. It's good news. But I don't know if they would be successful unless we've got the public on our side. We have got to get so many people on our side signing these petitions in order to really make a difference. And then we can call them. Or they will call us. You understand? They will call us. But right now, with the public perception being where it is, and it's about the public perception. The Bible is for the government, by the people, for the people. What is it? The Bible is for the government of the people, by the people, for the people. Yep. It's all about public perception and public duty. So I need your help. You need a sign. If I don't want to tell you what to do, I'm asking. Read through that. I'm 100% sure that what happened to Richard was an abuse of power that needs to be investigated. They destroyed him, y'all. It was such an overreach, and they can't use an Article 15 to destroy a soldier. So we need to shout it from the rooftops, and we need to write it down in petitions. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that, and I will be on again in the morning at 9:30. I'm going to try every day to do live streams at 9:30 in the morning and probably 6 o'clock. I'm a little late today, 6 o'clock every evening. 9:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the evening. Thank you so much. Thank you, McGuffey's Online Tutor subscribers, for letting me do this. Y'all have a great evening. God bless you. And if you have any questions, send them to me, and I will answer them to my best ability. Okay, bye-bye.